What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
Not
another damn
another damn
podcast
podcast.
presented by
Our
our
damn
damn self.
selves.
Episode 398.
398. Wow. Yeah.
98, kid. Damn near the
Mm,
400.
400. Oh,
Getting real close to there. What the hell? How the hell are you? It's February already.
I know.
And for the dummies in the cheap seats, no, Black History Month has not been canceled. So I saw that rumor circulating.
You
It's
can't
going it's
cancel
gonna be a
something.
long 4 years. Y'all gonna be wilding us see like for the
You
next
can't
4
cancel
years.
something that you are. Like, we don't need, like,
It's gonna be a long 4 years. I
I'm
see
gonna do
like
whatever the hell I want to do. Because you know why? Because I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all.
gonna be
And
a
I'm black, and I'm
be
black,
a
and I'm
long
black,
four
and
years. It's
I'm black, y'all.
gonna be a
Every
long.
every beginning of February, I do that. I put the dead mic on my poster, and I'm like, y'all, and I'm like, y'all.
My memory popped up. I had saw on my timeline for my wrestling fans the Nation of Domination. I posted. It was a group of all black dudes. Like The Rock was in it. Ron Simmons is like like the powerful black dude. It's basically the group that launched The Rock back in the late '90s. I think that's the
I
one that
like it.
put him on. It's like so like that. I'll put that picture on my timeline from like 3 years ago. Like, oh, I forgot I posted that.
Yeah,
So
it's like it's not canceled.
it's gonna be a long 4 years because every day, like somebody's gonna make up some shit that's not true.
And my thing is, before we open this, let's research first and research on reputable stuff. Like if it's not reported on MSNBC or ABC, Washington Post, New York Times, it's not in something like that where it's like a credible source.
Yeah. So God don't make mistakes. He gave us 2 ears and one mouth for a reason.
Yes.
You listen twice as much as you talk. But
But he
most
just is
most
like,
people
oh,
got that ass backwards though. Yeah, all they do is
we
talk.
got this. It says this. What site did you get? Well, I got from so and so's blog. It's like that's not reputable, but go off.
I
Please
got
go
it
off.
from holyhotep.com. It's like
Holy Hotel.
it'd be like something
Holy
like that.
Hotel,
Like
that
yeah, be
bad.
a site like that is where they saw this bullshit like that.
Right. Doing way too much.
Yeah, so calm down. It's like y'all it's gonna be a long 4 years. I'm seeing.
It's
It's
gonna be too long.
every day. I'm like every day I gotta snooze motherfuckers and shit because y'all are way too annoying with this bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, because they did this and they did that. And it's like, oh my God.
Hmm.
No, they didn't. But don't lose your focus. Keep on with what you're doing. And we gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make
All right.
it. Or we gonna be all right.
I'm
We
good.
gonna
Yeah.
be all right.
Y'all
We gonna
can
be
y'all
all
can
right.
y'all over
We
there in
gonna
the
be
cheap
all right.
seats can cry, but we good over here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be all right.
Speaking of cheap seats and expensive seats, like let's start off with the let's
Yeah.
kick it off with little Super Bowl talk. Yeah,
Oh Lord.
NFL conference finals talk first. It's like yeah,
Uh-huh.
we officially here. Yes, because we're in a bye. This is the last official bye week of the season, I
Yeah,
guess.
the last bye week,
The
yeah.
last official bye week because yeah, because after the conference championships, they get a week off, and
Hmm.
then you get the Super Bowl, which I kind of like. Yeah, like you get it gives less the anticipation build. Yeah,
Yeah, and then it kind of gets like the focus, because like you put so much energy into just I need to get here. So now I'm to the Super Bowl. So now, okay, I know who my opponent is. So now I know exactly. I mean, I'm sure they're watching hella film, like getting prepped for that. Like, okay, I know now I gotta face this person. So now I know I gotta, okay, the weakness that they have is this weakness. So let me figure out a way to try to exploit this weakness on this person. So
yeah. Well, let's go back a week. The conference championships went down. Like, well, y'all, well, unless you've been living under a rock, or if you just don't follow football at all, the Eagles beat the Commanders Chiefs beat the Bills. Like, so that's what we got.
Eagles beat the shit out of the
Yeah.
Commanders.
Mhm.
That wasn't even
Bloodbath.
close.
Bloodbath. That one I kind of knew and I knew the other game would be much closer. It was a 3 point game. The
Hmm.
Chiefs Bills game was like
He dropped it.
I kind of knew the Eagles would take that. It's like it would have been a huge upset if the Commanders like that'd
I saw
have
some
been a
Commander
major
fans in my
upset.
time. We got this, and I'm like, mm.
And I can't say I was rooting for the Eagles, but I kind of was for I have my reasons because of the whole the Jaden Daniels like talk. I'm tired of that. It's like because like he like his like for those that ain't been paying attention all season,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
it's
yeah.
like well Bears had the number one pick in the 2024 draft, and Washington had the number two pick. They both took quarterbacks. Yeah, Bears took Caleb Williams, like
Hmm.
Washington took Jaden Daniels. Yeah, and now like to like it's only the rookie year. Give to time to marinate. People
Hmm.
are already saying it's like that one team picked an all time great, the other picked a bust. It's like it's too early to say either of those. It's like
It is. It's a year.
to saw they call Daniels like an all time great and to call Williams a
Caleb
bust. It's
was a
way
bust.
too early.
That's unfair on both sides. It is.
Way too early for
How
that.
many people had a hot rookie, even a sophomore year, and then they just completely cooled off? How many times has that happened in professional
Yeah.
sports?
That happens all the time. Yeah, well, cats get off to the hot start and then there's a lot that
Is
happens.
allowed. And then how many people
But
actually,
RG3, like remember how hot he got off to a start?
yeah, he was
Yeah,
hot.
yeah, he was just gone one day. So yeah, I know
How
he had
many people,
injuries, but yeah, he was just gone
how
one day.
many people were,
Yeah,
and took a while to get the slow burn who had to, you know,
yeah.
so by year four, they cooking.
Brady wasn't that great when he started, or Aaron Rodgers, like they didn't have great starts and shit. They ended
Mhm.
up becoming all time greats. It's like yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's an unfair comparison to do that. So just let these young men just,
So like that's why I was like, if he lays him to the Super Bowl as a rookie, we never gonna hear the end of that. That's why I was kind of rooting for the Eagles, just because like just to end that talk from like all the bitter ass Bears fans that like it's easy to say you took the wrong guy now. It's like yeah,
right.
but at the time like yeah like Caleb Williams the consensus number one pick. It's
Hmm.
like probably 9 out of 10 teams would have taken him number one. Like he was the consensus. It wasn't like it was a shock that he took him at number one.
Hmm.
Like hindsight looking back, yeah, like maybe they should have taken Daniels, but like it's still too early to make that call, though. I say, yeah.
Right.
But like as it looks right now, it's like yeah, it's easy to say they took the wrong guy, yeah. But like just let it play out a
Let
little
it
bit.
play out. Let them play out and develop.
Get at me in like 2 to 3 seasons, then we get at that conversation. But okay,
Hmm.
like yeah, if it still looks like this, then I'll be okay, yeah, like you were right, yeah. But right now, still too early to make that call, let's say.
But he beat the mess out of it. They beat the mess out of him.
So I
I was
was
like, Dad, I said, they didn't even show up because, like, when I came down and I saw Marcus watching the game and I looked at the score, I was like, that ain't even close. Like, because I was upstairs doing stuff with the kids and I just went and peeked on him downstairs and I was like, what the heck? Like,
yeah,
it wasn't even close. Now,
blood.
I did watch the Bills Chiefs game with him. I was able to sit there and watch most of that with him. And yeah, I was like, whoa, it did go down to the wire. And once again,
Um,
Buffaloed. They-
yeah, this could have been their year, but you ran into Patrick fucking
Holmes.
Mahomes and shit. It's like yeah, this could have been their year because they were looking because like Baltimore was their big hurdle when they got past yeah Lamar and then, yeah that was their hurdle was like but then you had waiting for you like at the end of the road was Mahomes and shit yeah yeah
Kansas City Swifties. The
yeah and I saw people talking about that shit like
Swifties.
a lot of people since she's shown up, there's been a whole lot of people that have turned on the Kansas City Chiefs, like mostly because of her. Like me, like I don't give a shit about her. Like I'm a football fan. It's like so, like she can come to every game. I don't give a shit. It's like
I think it
long,
stopped putting the
long as
camera
that
and said what
game
the
kicks
heck.
ass, I don't give a shit about
I
her.
think it stopped having the camera on her the whole damn
I
time.
don't. I don't give it. They don't show
Stop
her that
doing,
much. It's like,
like,
but
stop doing that.
when Kelsey scores, they show her. That's about it. But then like they don't. Not like that. Not like they have like a picture in picture with a camera on her. Like I don't. It
I
don't
love
distract
pictures.
from the game. That's the point I'm making. It's like if
Well, that's good.
they did that shit, then I'd be okay. Like yeah, why you gotta have a picture in picture on this broad the whole time? It's like yeah, it's like, yeah, like that kind of shit. It's like or show her arriving at the game, like when they show like the athletes walking in the building. If they show her walking in
Her
with her
walking in.
entourage, it's like I haven't seen that yet. It's like they start doing that shit, then but okay, now I'm a fit. But right now, yeah, I don't really give a shit about her. It's like it's they show her when Kelsey does something, they show her like or making a Taylor Swift face,
Her face, because
Yeah,
she has one look,
yeah, they show her
a
making a Taylor.
surprise look.
It's like yeah. But yeah, like well, what's it now? How mighty oh what a difference a year makes and shit. Yeah, whatever happened to Ice Spice? Like she fell off a cliff and shit. But just a year ago, she was hanging out with Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. Like yeah, like I need somebody to put her on a milk carton. Where's a hashtag? Where's Ice Spice and shit? 'Cause I ain't seen Ice Spice since that game. It's like, I ain't seen her since that.
Well, I mean,
Somebody find Ice Spice. Yeah. Because
so
she's
now we
like
got the Eagles and the
Eagles
Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah. Is I guess this is when we make our predictions. I've been sitting on mine for like, yeah. So I guess this is it. Michael Jackson stuff. Ladies first, I'll let you go first.
Uh, I want the Eagles, but the Chiefs are probably going to win. I want the Eagles to get it,
Hmm.
but the
So
Chiefs are
who's
probably
your
going to.
official? So Chiefs are your pick.
They're probably going to get it. But I really want the Eagles. Like, prove me. I really want you Eagles to get it. But the Chiefs are probably get it because
Oh.
they're playing for a three-peat. They want to
They're
do three
looking
in a
to make
row.
history.
They're looking to make
No
history. So
team
whenever
and if
somebody
there's been no three-peat Super Bowl champion history.
ever,
Yeah, they're looking to make history. Yeah.
so they're on a tear for that. And then Mahomes is trying to cement himself as like, hey,
If he gets this three-peat, then he's definitely where does that put him on? Because
y'all keep on talking about Tom Brady.
he
He
would
looking
have
like
four rings and he won three in a row. Like where would that put him on the all-time greats?
there
You
you
got to put
go.
him up there, like at least
There
like
you go.
two or three. If like he's up there with Brady, he's like hey, he
Hmm.
will be up there two or
So he's
three.
trying to contend for that. So they have a lot that they're trying to play for. So that's why I think that they're probably do it, even though I don't want them to. But
Guess what? One of us is gonna be wrong because I'm going with the Eagles. Oh, so one of us is gonna be wrong. I like when we pick opposites because like because
but I really want them to. I said, but I'm just going with the gut that they fighting for a lot. So when you have that drive in you, when you
yeah, I
have
do.
drive,
I'm and see, I'm kind of the opposite. Yeah,
you have
it's like
drive in you.
I kind of want the Chiefs because I want to see history made, but I think the Eagles might have it. I'm going with it. Like Saquon Barkley, like look like $1 million in that last game.
So
Uh,
we have similar view. Like I said, like I want the Eagles because I'm like I really wanted to see somebody different. I wanted that, but we oftentimes see when people are playing for something, they're like,
I kind of like. I'm no kind of with me. You know me, your whole life is like I'm a history nerd. I like history, so this will be history. I like witnessing history. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
like three Super Bowl wins in a row would be history.
yeah,
It's like when Brady and them were going for the undefeated season, I wanted that to happen. Like they fucked that up by losing the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, like it's not even I was not even a Patriots fan, but like I was like I like history. I want to see them go 16-0. Didn't
mm-hmm.
happen. They did 15-1. But it's like yeah, it didn't happen. It's like because they got because shout out Eli and company. Yeah, the last the last second. It was like the Hail Mary touchdown they in that Super Bowl was the wildest
Which
shit.
happens.
Because I was
Hail
like,
Marys.
yeah, I wanted this. I was like, I kind of want to see history, but then it just didn't happen. I was like, whatever it is. It's like,
But you guys asking me, no, I'm not placing any bets.
oh hell no, yeah.
I don't place bets.
My homies told me like to stay the hell away from DraftKings and FanDuel. Like I got homies that are addicted to that shit.
Yeah, it's easy to
Famous homies that are addicted to
it's
that
easy to get
shit.
into it. The most I might do is I might do like a Super Bowl square. Like if people at my job have
Might has a pool and shit or
like I
something.
might do a Super Bowl square. That's the most I've ever
Or
done.
like the most I'm doing at this point is like if me and you do like a Randolph and Mortimer Duke bet, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah,
One
$1 like
dollar.
that. Yeah. Want to do that
One
now then?
dollar.
Want to do it now? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
one
give you
dollar. Let
$1
me
here.
find
You
a
pay up,
dollar.
Mortimer. Yeah. $1. Yeah.
Because I don't carry cash. Let me find a dollar.
Okay, I'm gonna sell you $1. That'd be the funniest shit ever. Like sell $1.
I think you can even sell a dollar. It's even more
Oh,
than
what if you
that.
can? We gonna find out. Let's do
I don't think
that.
you can sell a
Whoever
dollar.
wins, like the other, sells $1. We doing that right now. It's y'all. It's on
You
record.
can't sell
Yeah,
a dollar.
and we got it on record right here. We doing that shit. It's like we gonna find out. It's like how low can you sell? We gonna find that shit out.
I know. Can't get up.
I remember Martin. Martin used to date her. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Hello. Can't get
Regina shitting
up.
on the girl else. I can't believe he used to date her. It's like,
He was a scary brain.
you know? And that might have been an ad lib, like Tisha Campbell might have just been actually making fun because that shit was funny. It felt like an ad lib to me. He used to date her. How low can you go? Classic.
Hilarious. The odds and Nightmare have made their predictions.
Amos is going Chiefs. I'm going Eagles.
So somebody's gonna
We'll
be
find out
wrong.
who's selling who this dollar and shit. We gonna find out. Yep,
This dollar.
definitely
Yikes.
gonna find that out. Yeah. Also, sports fans. We're not gonna stay on sports too long. Well, for my wrestling fans, as I look up this other thing, shout out all my WWE fans. Royal Rumble weekend. We in the middle of that, yeah. Charlotte Flair, she won the women's rumble, and
Hmm.
Jay Uso won the men's rumble. So shout them out, yeah.
Okay.
Last eliminating Cena, like the Cena is on his Kobe Bryant farewell tour, like in so that was a big upset. Everybody knew Cena had
I
that.
didn't even see it though.
Oh yeah, he eliminated
He
nobody. He
eliminated
was in the
a
ring by
ghost.
himself. He was in the ring by himself. There you go.
We know we can't.
Yes.
We can't see him. We know that.
Told you they should have advertised it like that. It's like, yeah, like because after tonight, yeah, you really can't see him. Yeah. John Cena's last time in Chicago. Get your tickets now because after tonight, you can't see him. It's
Can't
like
see him.
his last WrestleMania. And after it, you can't see him. They should advertise like that. Get your tickets because after
Somebody on
tonight,
WWE use Oz's thing and then plug him for for giving you that marketing tip right there. That would be good marketing though. That actually is
yeah,
pretty smart there. That actually is.
it's like tonight you can't see him. Yeah. What else I getting? Ah, I was getting my reserves. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Oh
And,
yeah, for the All Stars,
yeah.
and no surprises about who everyone's our
Yeah.
team.
If you thought Zach Levine was making this shit, yeah, you had feelings about some dirt and shit.
Like, who's making the All Star? Zach Levine. Like Family
Yeah.
Feud.
You thought Zach was making this bitch. Yeah. Want to recap the starters first before we get into the reserves?
Yeah, quickly we can recap the
Well, where we
stars.
want to start? Well, let's just read all the starters and
Just
then
read,
like
yeah.
I'll read them all. Okay,
You can read
East
them all.
guards, yeah, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, forwards, Karl Anthony Towns, Giannis, and oh yeah, the front court. That's right, they do that. They don't do
Oh
front.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah. The front court are Karl Anthony Towns, Giannis, and Jason Tatum. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then Western is like Steph Curry and SGA area guards. Front court are Joker, KD, LeBron. It's like that's just all-star starters, East and
Yeah.
West. We'll stay West since we left off there. We'll start with the West again.
Hmm.
West reserves. Anthony Edwards, Timberwolves, well deserved. Yeah.
Yeah.
James Harden, the Clippers. Like I don't watch a lot of Clippers. It's Harden an all-star this year. Like
Yeah,
see
I
that
don't
one
because I
seems
went to a lot of the
23.
West games. It'd be too late when I'm
Yes,
yeah, it's this
yeah.
late. I'll be asleep. Be honest.
Wimby. Oh, I like that. Yeah, Wimby made the All-Star. Yeah, with the
I'd be
Spurs.
like
Yeah,
7'6".
I like that. Jalen Williams with the Thunder. I don't watch a lot of Thunder basketball, but I guess with OKC having the best record, you got to
Yeah,
have a couple of All
have
Stars.
multiple All-Stars.
Why we got to we can't just have SGA out there by himself and shit. So that's me. Alperen Sengun was the Spurs. I mean, not the Spurs, the Rockets here. Like, I don't watch a lot of Houston Rockets basketball either.
Hmm.
Um, we got Jaren Jackson Jr., good pick. I like, yeah, with Memphis.
That's
And
a good pick.
then AD with the Lakers. That's your Western Conference reserves right there. Yeah.
I know
So
AD is injured now. I
yeah.
want to
So
say
they probably will pick they probably will because
alternate.
All Stars coming up in about 2, 3 weeks. It's coming up.
It's coming up though Valentine's weekend, so
That's about 2 weeks. Yeah.
yeah, about 2 weeks. Yeah, so maybe he might be back by.
Maybe he'll be better then. I don't know
Yeah,
how
maybe he'll be
serious his
back.
injury is. He might be back by then.
So we know with him sometimes he kind of.
Okay. Eastern Conference reserves, not Zach LaVine. I'm just kidding. But here's who did make it. Yeah. Darius Garland, Cavaliers. Yeah.
Hmm.
Cavs are like the
Yeah,
best
Cavs are
record in the
balling.
East. Best record in the East. So yeah.
Cavs are balling. They're
Cade
balling.
Cunningham with Detroit, first time All Star. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Dame Dollar with the Bucks. Yeah.
Hmm.
Tyler Hero, Miami. Well, I guess Jimmy ain't making it. You got to have somebody with Miami. Jimmy Butler definitely ain't making it. um, Jalen Brown, Celtics, of course. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Evan Mobley with the Cavaliers. Cavaliers with 3 All Stars. I like it. Yeah.
Hmm.
And Pascal Siakam with the Indiana Pacers. So
Okay.
that is your Western and Eastern Conference reserves right there. So
Once again, the Bulls get shut out.
no surprises there.
My thing is, if their record was better, then Zach probably would have made. Because Zach has been balling. Zach has
Yeah.
been balling out. But you got to have a
Yeah, right now
decent
they
record.
like they deep in. Are they still in the play? Are they deep into the play in? I know. I don't even know if they. Let's pull up the fucking. Let's check the
Last time I
standings.
checked, they were like 9, but I haven't
Let's
looked in a
check the
while.
standings. I haven't looked in a while, so I don't know. Yeah.
Last time I saw, they were like 9. They were like this, holding on to 9 like this. They were like this with 9. They were
They
like,
had a definite losing record last I checked. I'll see like where they at right now. Let's go to the Bleacher Report. Right now they are at 10,
okay, so they dropped one.
barely in the play in. Like I said,
Yeah,
because 10 is the lowest you can go to be in the play in.
right.
We had 11, you out of the play in. They won the game ahead of Philadelphia, so yeah. Yeah, this is yeah, these Bulls are not good right now. They clinging to a play-in spot. Full game behind Atlanta right now. I don't know, man. So will Zach
Okay.
LaVine get traded this year? Yes or no?
They said the Warriors are showing a lot of interest in him.
Who was?
I think the Warriors were showing interest in him.
I wonder what they're offering.
I think that's the last thing I saw. But I know like Zach hasn't he hasn't played a couple of games. Like the last 2 games he didn't play.
Yeah.
But they say it's like personal reasons why he's out. But they're like his wife is expecting their third child.
Maybe that's
So
it. Maybe that's. I'm gonna say he's not pulling a Jimmy Butler, is he?
yeah, they're like his wife is expecting their third child. So could be, you know,
Wouldn't that be some funny shit here? Zach for Jimmy Butler.
oh God, I'm back.
Expect that to be the way Butler came back to the Bulls.
Yeah, my Butler shirt be I can wear
Yeah.
my Butler shirt again because I have a Butler
Oh
shirt I
yeah,
have.
dig it out of the
Yeah, it's a throwback now.
dig it out. Yeah.
I can dig it out.
That's funny.
Ariana's jersey has been long gifted. It's been like long, long gifted
Well,
a
I'm
while
sure
back.
she
That
grew
jersey
out of
she
that.
had, and she
She
couldn't
grew
wear
out
no
of
more.
that years ago.
She was 2 when we got that Jimmy Butler jersey. She was 2.
Sure, she grew out of that shit years ago. Yeah.
And I gifted it to someone. So I'm like, here's a happy now. You can get this Bulls jersey. Yeah.
But yeah,
But
that's
we
our
shall
sports
see what will
sports talk.
happen with the All-Star weekend. I know our rookies in the dunk contest, so I might so at least we have a Bulls representative there.
Yeah.
I hope Matis brings it for the dunk contest. I hope he does. Maybe he can make some noise in there and at least give us some representation because we ain't got that right now.
Hmm.
Because they don't even have nobody for the Rising Star Challenge either. For the Rising Star game, they don't even have no one in that, I don't think.
Who would be in the shit is like who was even a rookie last year? I don't who was it?
I'm drawing a blank.
Man, this team sucks at drafting. It's like, yeah.
Who was the rookie last year? I don't remember.
No, it wasn't Dalen Terry. That was year before last. It can't. It wasn't him. I don't think.
I don't think it was him.
I think he was 2 years ago.
I don't remember who our rookie was last
That's
year.
wild. He sucked that bad that we don't even remember. It's
Or
like,
did we even get somebody last year?
did they have a pick for
Because I
20?
don't remember, like, because
I don't
like, didn't we
remember.
lose a pick or something because of
That might
like
have been the
Vooch?
pick they lost to Orlando for
I
the.
think that was a Vooch. That's what I
And
think
they
that I
gave
think
up
that's what
two
happened
first
last
rounders.
year.
Maybe that was the second
I
one. Yeah.
think that was the Vooch one. So I don't think that we had one last
Because
year.
the first one was from Franz Wagner. I can't even say his name. Like
Yeah,
I
Wagner.
forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one. Is like yeah. So that might have been the second pick. That's why we don't remember and shit.
Hmm.
And then this year would have been Bucelis. Yeah,
Yeah, Montes.
yeah.
Hmm.
But I'm sorry. Yeah, Terry was the year before that. 20s. I'm lost track. Is like was it Io Dusuma the year before that? That was and he was a second rounder because they lost the Franz Wagner the Franz Wagner year that one, so they didn't have a first round that year. So that was, they had only had a second round, which would have been Dusuma. And of course, the year before that was Patrick Williams, whack ass and shit. Yeah, they don't draft and they not good. That's like five drafts in a row and like yeah, like nothing of substance. It's like nothing of substance. It's like we'll see what happens with Bucelis, but yeah, like it's
Like Io,
huh.
but I said I like Io. Like Io,
And that's a second round. So like yeah, second
yeah,
rounds are like crapshoots. It's like yeah, you
yeah,
know,
but I think that he's like he's a good like he does what he needs to do to like make sure that like when you put him in there, he can start, he can come off the bench, like whatever position you put him in, he going to adapt to it and then make an impact on the court. So he's one of those players that adjust to the situation.
if he's like your best draft pick, then that's like and that's not a knock at him, but like if he's like the best they've
But
done in 5 years, it's like
the other ones, I mean, Patrick Williams really just brought them down. He really,
it came
he
out the
really
gate.
brought it
It
down.
came out the gate with wax sauce and shit.
He
Yeah.
brought it down
And
really
right from the
good.
beginning, I said it like when I think we like probably in our group chat, I'm like Patrick Williams, like really like I think like right from the beginning, I was like I didn't like the pick. Yeah, like that's what you came up with. It's like and then so if the late Salik was still around, he'd have defended it. I think he's good. Yeah, I think he's gonna be a good fit. Like you probably never saw him play. You just being positive. Probably never saw him play, but you say he's gonna be a good fit. All right, move on. Where do we go next? Is like I have a lot of it's seriousness or like
Yeah, we can go serious because I mean we obviously had to talk about the series, the big news that happened this week.
the plane crash. Yeah,
Yeah, well, actually two of them happened, but
the you know the DC one. Y'all know
the
what
DC one, yeah.
that's the one everybody's been talking about. And then like
How,
60 people
how
died or something like that.
67, I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
How does that happen? Like that just it just seems such a bizarre thing. Like I saw like a reenactment of the video, like
I
how
saw
they
the video like from a
I
surveillance.
didn't want to watch it.
I saw it from a distance. Like obviously it wasn't no close. It was like a surveillance video I saw. So like you could see like the two collide like and then fall into the water. Like yeah, I did see that. Yeah, creepy shit.
Because I saw that, how they do like the animation. You know how they show like the animation, they like show like a reenactment of how like these disasters happen.
Yeah,
But I'm like, how does that happen? Like they were like 300 feet from land. They were like right, they were about to land.
yeah,
So that makes it just so scary because already a lot of people have a fear of flying as is. So that's not doing anything to like help people with
yeah,
like, because a lot of people do feel antsy, like, until you actually are on that runway rolling down. I know some people say that thing about it's corny when people like, eh. Because I know like it does. People do that sometime on the plane when you
Yeah, I
land.
know.
People
Yeah,
do do
people
that.
that do. Like I don't do that, but I do let
I
out.
don't do it either, but
I
I've
do
heard
let
people.
out a sigh of relief when I hear that. When I feel that bump on the ground.
Yeah, the bump when you like go down,
I
it's
do let
like,
out a sigh, but like,
and it's like you could feel the, you know
yeah.
what I mean,
Then they start. You can feel the
the
trying to like
wheels kind of like
slow
drag, and
me
you can
out.
feel
Yeah, trying to
the
like
drag of the
slow. Yeah.
wheels.
But when I
Yeah.
feel that bump, it's like I let out a sigh, like another successful flight. Yeah, that's like what I. Yeah.
I know, because right before I land, like, I do kind of like brace myself. I'm kind of like, okay. I take some deep breaths. I clear my head, and then once I do feel the bump, then I'm like, okay, we're safe. Like everybody
I
is
have
safe.
certain rituals I do before I fly. I won't say
Mhm.
here because it's my
Yeah,
thing.
it's your
Yeah,
baby.
it's my thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But it's just so sad. And then some of the people that they showed that were on it, it was like an ice skating
Yeah,
team or
I think
something.
that's who was flying, like some ice skaters is what I
It was
heard.
like children like with their parents, and
Yeah,
it's just that's just oh, I can't even imagine like you're on there with like you're taking your kid to a competition and you guys get into a crash and your whole family passes away or like
yeah.
that's just it's just really a sad instance and I just really feel awful for the families that were impacted by this. It seemed
It's
like it could have
strange,
been
like
avoided.
the military helicopter was doing some kind of training or exercise or some
I mean,
shit like I
why were
don't
they right there though? That just seems really bizarre for
by a
them to be.
commercial airport. It's like it was
Yeah,
strange.
that just seems really bizarre.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, I get like doing like the training, like doing testing and stuff because you do have to
you
be in the
got
field
yeah,
to do
yeah,
certain
yeah.
things, but
Mm.
like you can't do like everything can't be a simulated thing. Like you can't do like VR for everything. You can't do that. You have to actually do like real stuff, but that just doesn't seem, it just seems just really odd to do that. It just seemed like it could have been avoided.
Yeah.
But one thing that
A lot
we're
of
not
questions.
going to
A lot of
do
questions. Yeah.
is when people try to politicize. One thing we're not going to politicize people's
Not,
deaths.
not this.
We're not going to conspiracy theory people's death. We're not going to do any of
Yeah,
that
just
because
let the dead rest before you come up with your conspiracy theory.
at the end of the day, 67 people aren't going home to their families. That's the bottom line, is that these people were never going to go. Like I think one lady, she was going to be a professor at Howard, I think,
Yeah,
or something. I saw her. Then the guy that was the flight attendant, he was like a life of the party type of guy. Like, they had they was like he went viral on TikTok because he would like be like saying like little like he was like real jovial and he loved his job. Like he would like, tell dad jokes to the passengers and do like, just making your flight fun for you. They said he was that person that, life of the party kept things fun on the flight.
mm,
And I'm like, that's just so unfortunate. It just seems like I'm not saying that bad people deserve, that's not what I'm saying, but it just seemed like these were all promising people who, you get what I mean? It just seemed like these were like good people promising who had something really to give to the world. I'm
yeah.
not saying that just because you're bad. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's not what I'm saying, but
Nah,
it
nobody's
just feels like an awful thing just
nobody's saying that.
when you see that happen. It's like, could it have been avoided?
It's tough. It's a tough.
It's a tough thing. Like I said, once again, Maria, we're not going to politicize stuff. 'Cause I saw a report about, what was allegedly said, and I haven't, I was like, I'm not going to dig down that route. I don't have the energy to give to that.
Yeah,
I'm not giving my energy to that.
we're not going there and shit
Rest in peace to the
to those.
people
Yeah,
who lost their lives. Condolences and prayers to the families. Um, I saw that they did start putting out their like their visuals I saw them put out those
yeah.
like to their families, so
Hmm.
not a great way to start off 2025. Like I said, that was just end of January, like that was very end of January. It's like, okay, like it was a rough start, but let's see how January ends and then that's what happens at the end of January. So it's kind of like, we need better for the rest of the year. We need more positivity. We need more good. We need that. So,
Mhm. Thoughts and healing energy going out to
mhm.
all of those lost.
And then they said another smaller plane had a crash too,
Pennsylvania, I saw that.
like a day or
Three,
two after
three or
that.
four people died in that crash or something like that.
Like five or six. Yeah, like it was like a
I
smaller
know it was
plane.
like some
Yeah.
more deaths. I saw.
But rest in peace to those people who lost their lives and condolences and prayers and thoughts and sending positive energy to everybody that was affected by that plane crash as well. So,
Yeah, I'm trying to find this clown shit real quick.
yeah, I'm sorry to be like emotional like that, but I mean, it's shit like that just really gets me. Just seeing like, I mean, you never think that when you're on a plane that that's going to happen. I mean, like we know it's a possibility, but I mean, you put that out of your head because if you don't put stuff out of your head, you're not going to do it. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
no one get on a plane if like you have that to the forefront of your brain. You're just not.
Mm-mm.
No one is, but
That's the last thing I'm thinking about because you will drive yourself crazy if you're thinking
mhm,
about that board. You would never board a plane if that's all you're thinking about
mhm,
boarding a plane. So that's usually like way buried. Like if I'm going, I don't
mhm.
even, I don't even give that any energy. Or what if
No,
we crash? Like I don't even think like
no,
that.
don't even put that energy out there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, want to bring it back home and talk about some dumb shit real quick. Yeah.
Please do,
Well,
because I
not
need to.
home. It was not home. It's like yeah. We'll yeah.
No,
Let's
we
put
don't claim
let's
that.
we y'all know the map is like
That
Chicago,
ain't us.
not Chicago. Yeah, so Dalton is not Chicago. Just
That ain't
I
us.
know we got a worldwide audience. Like
Star Authorship
uh,
is not us. That's
shout
not
out
Chicago.
our people, whoever's listening to us in Dublin, Ireland, and wherever else is like we had an international audience and Thor and Dalton is not Chicago.
For
Yeah,
reference, Oz and I will put up the not Chicago map. Chicago, not Chicago. We'll put up
yeah,
that
we
map
in
for
the
you.
Chicago, Dalton's and not Chicago. So I got a little bit of it right here. Like yeah, I'm gonna show it.
The ghetto.
This is
Talking about the
Mayor
ghetto.
Thought, as I call her, or Little Wayne in the wigs, they call her, yeah, Tiffany Henyard. That's her right here. You see her,
That's
yeah,
the super mayor.
super mayor. Let's like, this is what went down, like with the super mayor. Like,
I see that wig.
absolutely, yeah. She right there throwing hands right in the middle of all of that. Yeah. This is real. This is not staged. It's like that actually happened.
So, so now I have to throw some
That's the
shade.
mayor,
So
yeah, of Dalton right
I
there.
gotta throw some shade at you, but Chicago has its issues, but you ain't gonna see us throwing bowls at a town hall meeting in Chicago. We not doing that shit.
Yeah, exactly,
We
yeah.
may throw bowls in our neighborhood meetings. We may do that at our block club. We may do that.
And I can admit now I'm gonna go on record and say yeah, Brandon Johnson's a clown, but I don't see him doing that
No,
though. So,
he's
yeah,
not throwing
so,
hands.
yeah, I don't see him doing that.
First of all, Brandon Johnson has a wife and kids. It's like when you have certain things, you move different. Like when you have responsibility, you
You know,
you
we
move
got
different. You're not
something
going.
to lose. Not saying she doesn't have anything to lose, but you know,
But
what I'm
you
saying when
get
you
what
got
I
something to
mean.
lose, you
You
move a
got
little
a
different.
family.
Yeah,
You're not going to be doing the dumb shit that you did when you was in your 20s when you got a family. You're not, well, let me take it. You shouldn't be doing the dumb shit. Let me rephrase it. You shouldn't be out there. I'm gonna fight this. No, you 40 years old. You're not fighting nobody. Sit down, you know.
but yeah, the super mayor, like yeah. Which you see her billboard prominently featured on the Bishop Ford if you headed south, yeah,
With
Bishop
her
Ford east, like towards India, like at the 103rd, right where we
right
cross the
there,
bridge,
right
yeah.
over the bridge. It's right when
Tiffany
you
and
cross the
you see
bridge.
her
Yeah.
face right there
Right when
staring
you
at
cross
you.
the
Yeah.
bridge right there.
You see her
Yep.
face staring back at you right there. It's like
So the person who called her Lil Wayne, I now I can't
yeah,
unsee
no,
it.
she said I look
I
like a
can't
Lil Wayne
unsee
in a
that.
wig and shit. And like now every time I see her, all I see is Dwayne.
One banana,
I see
one banana.
I see Dwayne Carter is all I see when I see her.
Got the Maserati jumping. You see that?
All I see is shit.
A millie. And she stole a millie. Oh, never mind.
Millionaire. She's a young money millionaire, tougher than Nigerian hair.
But how the whole fight started,
As you saw,
guy.
like the lead up to it, I watched that.
I saw the clip where he basically said, "You out of there, bitch." That's what he said. He said, "You out of there,
And I
bitch."
saw on both sides, like
What
people
was his
like shit.
name? I forgot the guy's name, but he was in
The
the
he
town.
this guy, he's like he's known as like
He's no, I can't think
he's
of
a
his name
known
right now.
shit talker. I can't think of his name
I
either.
can't think of his name right now, but he definitely said, "You're out of there, bitch."
And
And
then
that was
her guy like
and her
jumped in.
boyfriend,
Her guy jumped in.
her boo thing
Yeah.
went over. Well, we see men defend their woman's
He
honor.
said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
We saw Will slap Chris. So I mean,
Yeah.
but then she jumped in the fight, and then somebody was like, "What woman jumps in the fight?" I was like, "Jackie Christie jumped in the fight." So I mean, hey,
Well, when you was watching,
she
okay.
jumped in that fight, but
Hood rats, that's what women do.
he's like, what woman jumps in a fight between two men?" That's what somebody's in the comment section.
Hood rats. Hood rats.
I'm like, I guess y'all too young for the Jackie Christie. Y'all too young for that.
Y'all don't remember the Lakers Kings battles from the early 2000s.
That
Y'all
was just some beige rage going on right there with them two.
yellow niggas like getting into
It's
it.
two light skinned guys being light skinned. That's what happened. But yeah, that whole fight broke out, and then it's like you guys just made Dawn and Thornship just look so ghetto just doing that. That just looked real. That looked very ghetto. It did. And I know the residents of Dalton, like I mean, I'm sure we probably have some Dalton listeners on here.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's like, I mean, tell your people to do better. It's
Do
like
the
you
right
need
thing
to
is like if y'all reelect her, then I don't feel sorry for you. Cause
y'all
she's
need to
up for reelection
demand.
this year. Like that's why she got billboards up. Like
Yep.
reelect. Yeah, progress is her middle name. It's like hey, like back reelect
Hey,
Mayor
Goldie Wilson.
yeah, reelect Tiffany Henyard. Thotting is her middle name.
I can't with you. I can't with you.
It's like they got her fucking yeah. She's out. She's out. If that's what you how you campaign, and then that's hilarious and shit. Her
But I
opponent
guess
just has to run that out. That's all I would run is that, and then be like, "Yeah, hey, vote for me." Is I won't do that shit. That's all I was saying in the
that'd be your
commercial.
tagline.
I would have no dialogue, just that video, and then say, "If you vote for me, you ain't gonna get none of that shit." It's like, do
Hey, hey, do the right thing.
the
There
right
you
thing.
go. Do the right thing and have that right there. And then Pie and wake up. Like just make a whole Spike Lee
I had a
theme.
T-shirt. It's like
Do
yeah,
a whole
vote,
Spike Lee theme with
my
it.
they had three words be on T-shirt. Yeah, I'm not Henyard. That's all I was saying. Vote Oz. I'm not Henyard.
Because I saw people saying February 25th, because I think that's probably the election day. Because I
Yeah,
did see people in the comments that say February 20th. And that is a Tuesday. They're like February 25th, February 25th.
they reelect her. That
So
would be hilarious, man.
so show up, and my thing is if you don't vote, you can't complain. You can't. You can't. You have nothing to say if you didn't go and you didn't vote, and that's in any election. That's in any election, any single one. If you did not, if you stayed your ass at home because you decided that you wanted to do something else, and then, man, oh, look, this is fucked up. Do, 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 do. You didn't vote.
Tiffany Henyard. That's a wild story.
Especially this is your mayor. Like this directly affects you. Your mayor directly affects what's going on with you.
Especially a small town like that. Yeah, like the mayor is like you can yeah you can drop by the mayor. Well, not her. Like she be in hiding, but
She got her goons.
you can drop by the mayor's office. Like in like small towns like that. It's like yeah, it's like
As we saw when white boy Spencer tried to go.
yeah, Spencer Cornelia, like yeah, they
They
followed,
called him white boy
they chased him
Spencer.
out of town. They said, "Where the fuck you going?" It's like they got
I know.
Spencer.
I got nervous watching that video for him. I'm like, I'm like, he's really go up in there in Dalton with no security. I felt nervous for him. I was like, you go ahead, Dalton with no
He asked too
security.
many questions, so they started following him. It's like that's they probably
I
because like
started getting antsy.
word traveled fast. There's some white boys asking questions about Tiffany. Like they in that car right there. Like no
And you
word
just saw
travels fast.
Suburban driving, follow a dark Suburban with the tits. My heart was going boom, 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 watching that video. I was very nervous for that young man.
That's wild. That story,
I
man.
mean, you can't be in Dalton doing that, boy. Like we know how to move around. Like we from the South Side. We from the South Side of Chicago, so we move a little different. We know how to move in certain areas.
Spencer's fearless. He don't give a shit. Yeah.
I was nervous for him though.
We'll talk a little national politics. Yeah, it's been a lot of shit.
Sure.
A lot of shit that's happened. Yeah, on the
After we did the clown show of
yeah,
our local.
yeah. And I don't even want to talk about the. But we might come back to Brandon Johnson. He's in the news lately about like some bribes. So I don't have the whole story in front of me, so I want to come back to that. I
Yikes.
want to really break that down when I have it.
Yikes.
It's like I didn't really get to research that the way I wanted to, like, because yeah, definitely been in the news lately. But President Trump, he's definitely like with the executive orders and like it's been a lot of even since last week a lot more has happened. Yeah, it's like that the federal spending freeze. It was like the TikTok
Yep.
ban. It went into effect, and then the next day it wasn't in effect. It was like the TikTok ban. It was like the next day like that was lifted. It's like and some people were talking about they SNAP benefits and all of that shit.
And for you guys who don't know what the federal does, SNAP is a federal thing. SNAP is which is Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. That's AKA
that's
your food
that's
stamps.
that's food stamps for those that don't know.
AKA your food stamps.
Yeah.
So that's what that's called. EBT, link, whatever you call it. That's what that is.
We old, so we
So
remember actual food stamps. That's what we call it. Yeah.
yeah, the paper we open up the book and you tear them out the book back in the day. But people were saying that another thing that they were saying is that states weren't able to go into like their computers and access because like certain monies are like federal grants that the states get for like certain
Yeah,
programs.
states
Like, so it
get
might be for
federal. Yes,
Medicare, for
states get
Medicaid.
federal money. Yeah, states
So they
get.
get funded for certain programs and they log in to try to access these benefits and you can't log in and access your benefits. You're putting a lot of people in it because a lot of people depend on government assistance
I want
for
to get back to the
something.
SNAP thing. It's fast. Like this should be a lesson learned right here. Is like why I don't believe in socialism and what's the name basic minimum basic yeah, income and all of that shit because like if you depend on the government to feed you like this is what happens and shit. Yeah.
They
That
can
should be a
easily,
temporary thing. Of course, like people hit hard times, but like I'm
yeah,
talking about
everybody hits a
people.
wall at some
I'm
point.
talking about
Everybody
people
does.
that's like that's their life is like yeah, you generations into like
It's a difference between hitting a wall and using things as a stepping stone versus like, this is
your
my life.
generations in is like yeah,
It's a
your
difference between the
grandmother
two.
was on Snap, yeah, you're on Snap, your kids on. There's like I'm talking about generations like that. It's like
It's a difference between it.
because if you depend on the government to feed you, guess what? That same government can starve you. Like
Yeah.
and that's the proof right there. It's like yeah,
Because people were like putting things that they were like crashing out about, like how am I going to feed my kids?
because
And
it
people
was
were like crashing
and
out.
because it was no warning either. It's just like let's say if you're expecting to get your benefits on Friday and like Thursday is when like this freeze went into effect. It's like that. And it wasn't like okay, like yeah, on March 1st it's going like you didn't have like where you could
Mhm.
even prepare for the shit. It's just
And
like
already,
effective immediately. It was like yeah,
already shit is high as is. So like I said, presumably, like I said, like I don't work in Snap, and like I said, I know something about the program, whatever, because years ago I worked and I did something similar. But it's like they're not increasing the benefits to the point of the inflation. So like because eggs are $7 a carton, they're not going to give you more money so you can get these carton eggs. You see what I'm saying? You're still getting your same benefits, but now it's like, okay, I gotta get creative because eggs are $7 now.
it is.
Butter is what, like $6, $5, whatever,
I'll stop using
something.
butter. So,
I know everything is higher. Like just th those are basic necessities, like eggs, butter, milk, all the stuff that's like basic things that people usually
bread is
get.
up now. Yeah,
Everything is more money now. So I see it in my personal life. Like I said, stuff that I used to buy for $22, like simple breakfast. I'm buying breakfast for the family to make, $22. Back in the day, I'm buying those same items for over $40 now.
yeah.
That's just, and your income hasn't increased to the point where, your income may have increased a little bit, but it's not going up to the point where it's keeping up with the inflation that's happening. So people were really crashing out about their benefits, possibly not being able to access. And then when they said the thing that could be also affected is like the child care because they get the funding from that because we know, put it like this, I'm glad I had my kids when I did. I'm not trying to like, get on my, but these prices are like college tuition right now. Daycares are charging over $2,000 a month for an infant. 2,000, like over $2,000 a month for you to put your infant there full time.
Here's an interesting thing.
So
Here's something
I'm glad I
interesting.
had my kids when I
Trump
did.
Trump said he wants to do which caused a stir like on both sides is as far as like the child tax credits, you hear about that? Yeah. Like
No,
basically like these returns, yeah, these yeah, returns for like, people
the
filing kids.
$10,000
It's like,
tax returns. Yeah.
yeah, filing kids. Yeah. Trump is he's talking about changing that to whoever pays the child support gets that. It's like
Hmm.
so like the fathers are looking like the old like the beans
So
greens is
baby
like
daddies.
if you've been
So now
paying
baby
child
daddies ain't
support
gonna
all
be
these years,
deadbeats no more.
they
Well,
looking like hey,
well, it's a double-edged sword because now maybe that make guys like be like, okay, now I'm going to pay child
the
support if
guys who
you
are paying are looking it's like hey like yeah can I can get some of that money back. It's like yeah, they look I can file that kid. They like it's like yeah.
want.
So like a lot of the guys are saying, yeah, it's fair. Like if I'm paying the support, like why shouldn't I get the tax money? Why should she get it? It's like, well, which is kind of a good point. It's like, yeah, it's like, of
Yes, sir. It's dicey. That's why I'll say it. It's dicey when
course,
you
on
get
the flip
that.
side, it's like, yeah, it's like
It can be dicey. I
a
didn't
lot of
hear
the
about
my
that.
solid
Mm-mm.
guys like, yeah,
That's interesting.
I'm paying all this support. Like I should get some of that back. Yeah,
My personal thing is I think that it should. I think that if you're going to do things right, if you aren't with your partner, like I said, no judgment because everybody isn't with their
let's
partner.
let's make it fair. Split it 50-50.
I say like one year you get it, next year she gets it. I
50
think it should go every other year. That's what I
50
think.
50. Yeah. Let's say he gets it the odd years, you get it the even years, so something like that.
Amendment if the guy is involved. If the guy is not
I'm
doing
talking about
shit.
guys who are paying their
That's why,
child
that's why,
support.
that's why I put my amendment in.
Yeah,
Amendment if the guy is doing his
this
part.
is only for guys who are actually paying. Like, yeah,
Like you
you're not
can't
paying your shit, Ed. It's like, yeah,
you can't give her like $50 every 2 months and think that
these
like
are the ones
no,
that
that's
actually
not what I mean.
garnishing their wages. Is like these are like the guys I'm talking about. That
I gave her money for a coat. Really? Like that? Really? You gave her money for a coat for your kid. You went to Foreman Mills and got a coat on sale. It's like, no, that's not the same thing
right.
as giving support. So that's interesting.
This right here would be a game changer. He's talking about abolishing income tax. Like that would be a game changer. Yeah. It's like if you get rid of the federal income tax and shit, it's like that would be a game changer.
But then what would be the fail safe of that? What would be the
Them fucking tariffs. That's what's gonna be. Whatever.
what would be the fail safe of that? Because it's like
Them
one
fucking
thing that I've
tariffs on
learned about
Mexico
government,
now in
one
Canada.
thing that we've always learned, what are the two certainties in life? Death and taxes. You're gonna die and you're gonna pay taxes.
If you get rid
There's
of
no
federal
way around
taxes,
it. You're gonna die and you're gonna pay taxes.
getting rid of federal taxes will be a game changer.
So that's why I'm like, what's the plan then? Because they going to find a way to do something else. I don't buy oh, I'm gonna have this extra money. I'm not gonna have this extra money in my pocket. Something else is gonna have it. I'm not gonna have this extra money.
I'm just saying that shit will be a game changer. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that shit will be a game changer.
I know I pay taxes. I know I'm a tax-paying person. So I speak on I'm a taxpayer. Definitely a taxpayer. Definitely.
The federal taxes would be crazy, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, that shit will go hard though, but we'll see
Mm.
what happens. Um, and finally, well, let's get to this story right here,
Oh,
viral story that let's talk about you saw the story about the Lyft story. We get oh, you didn't see this fucking story, yeah.
the lift, like the driver lift.
Lyft driver. Yeah, it's just the truck.
LYFT
Yeah,
Lyft, the
the truck.
Lyft driver.
I'm gonna pull it up. Yeah,
Okay, because I might
picture
lift like I might
picture is worth a
chairlift
thousand
or
words. Like I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, we gonna
no, I have not seen this. Okay, because I'm totally like I'm just amazed that I got through like, okay, now it's February and now I gotta get my February calendar together. My mind is like, ooh, I gotta okay, January is gone. Now I gotta do February for like all my events for upcoming things. So I'm trying to piece myself together and not drive myself too crazy. Try to do that.
well, it's this rapper from Detroit. Her name is Dank. It's like she ordered an Uber. Like she's from Detroit, so she was ordering an Uber to go to a watch party for like before the Lions got eliminated from
Oh, okay.
the driver gets there, like he takes one look at her, like yeah, she's wasn't small and shit, and say, hey, like you're not gonna be able to fit in my car, yeah. And then like it became a thing about yeah. He said she was too fat to fit in this car, basically. I'm gonna pull her picture up and show you, like, yeah,
Oh my.
are we going there?
Oh
Oz is
my.
going there, god damn it. But Oz definitely goes there. This is Dank DeMoss, right?
Oh,
So yeah.
that's so unfortunate.
So she has hired a lawyer about like suing
Oh,
Lyft and the driver for like discrimination. Yeah, like yeah, and this is her. Yeah, this is her.
I feel bad for her. Oh,
So it's been a big story. Like yeah, it's been all over like the blogs and I
that's like that,
guess
but
you ain't been
that,
on the shade room lately. She didn't know she had been all over
like,
like
no, unless you have Urkel's car, you get what I'm saying.
mm.
Like, it's some cars that are smaller than others, but unless you have that, that Urkel car, that golf car that he had on
Yeah, but
Family Matters,
the door was on the
where the
front.
door is on the front,
Yeah,
unless you had that car, it's like some stuff is like you can use, like obviously, like for roller coasters, like, because like they have to be able to put the harnesses and everything on you. Um, what's
yeah.
another
You can't
thing?
fit in the harness one thing that you
Yeah,
can't.
it won't close.
Yeah,
That's a safety thing. Oh, another thing that they like horseback riding, like you can't be over a certain weight. 'Cause I know that they was like if you ride the horses in the water, that like the horse will get in the water and they'll swim with you on his back. You can't be like over 250 pounds. Like you have to be under 250 to ride the horse.
same thing too.
Yeah.
When with skydiving. I haven't
Yeah.
skydived, but I've been on the plane with the divers, like
Yeah,
yeah,
you gotta be
Blue
under
Angels, like those types of guys. I've been on. I think you got to be 250 and under to do that. It's
yeah.
like yeah,
At the water park when you ride the water, it's a certain water rides, like they have like the one that fits like the four people, like you have to like get on the scale with your crew and they test to see like I think like the most is like you guys the whole crew can weigh 700 pounds or something like that.
yeah.
But it's like they do check you to like
I
make
got
sure
on
that
there
you're
when I
not.
got on the plane with them at the air show in Rockford. I'm lucky I had lost weight around that time because if it had been before, I wouldn't have been able to get on that plane. So, yeah, I was lucky I had lost the weight during that time when I got on because yeah, because I would have
And
definitely been
me,
over the 250. Yeah.
for transparency, like I've never had any weight things. So that's why I'm always careful about I avoid weight conversation because people I need to lose, I need to do this. And I'm like, I've never had to diet and lose weight and do crazy exercise until like I need to lose this weight. I've never had to do that type of stuff.
But that Dank Demoss conversation has been split down
But
the middle. It's like because like people on one hand is like saying yeah it is like fat shaming and fat phobic and yeah like but on the flip side people are like well like Lyft are you are in the independent contractors and you do have a right to refuse the drive the
so my question is, what kind of car did the driver have? That's my next question.
I know he wasn't in an SUV like he was in a regular car it was
Because I drive an SUV. I've been in an SUV since
I forget what
2009.
kind of car it was like
Yeah.
I think he had some kind of Mercedes something. It might have been like a smaller one. He had some kind of Mercedes he was in, I believe.
But once again, like I said,
Let's look up the car what he was in. Yeah.
unless you're in that Urkel car or like the smart car, the little tiny, the smart car, those are super tiny. Unless you're in something like that, yes, you may be uncomfortable because even in certain like if you're like in a Chevy Spark, then
Okay,
Like
it
you
just
might be
says
more comfortable in it.
Mercedes-Benz sedan. I don't. I'm trying to find out what model what's the actual model
If
of
it's
it.
a sedan, it seems like those are pretty roomy on the inside. Sedans seem like they might be pretty roomy.
It said, yeah, the driver in a Mercedes-Benz sedan is all I'm seeing right here. I want to find the actual model and look up a picture of it. That's what I want.
Because we see the show My 600 Pound Life, and we
Yeah.
see those people get transported. You get what I mean. I'm not trying to be that person, but I mean we see them get transported, not all the time in a van or you know what I mean? Like a
Sometimes
lot
the
of times they
van,
are in
sometimes,
vans,
yeah.
but a lot of times they're in cars. So it's like the lady, I'm sure that she could have fit in the car, is what I'm
And
saying.
she was
So
saying that she could have fit in there. The guy wasn't going for it, so he
yeah, like
canceled
she
the
could
ride.
have fit in the car but as an independent contractor, you can refuse a ride. You
Yeah, these
can.
are your personal
This
vehicles.
is your personal vehicle, so you have a right to do
So
that. But
but I'm sure how that case is going to go with Lyft is interesting. Like I guess it depends on who the judge is. Like the judge is a BBW, then it's all over. Shit, it's over for Lyft and shit. So I guess it all depends on who the judge is on that
you have
case.
the judge is Monique back in the day.
Yeah, over
When just scared women were evil.
all over for Lyft, but
But I just feel
But if Al
like,
Bundy is the judge,
oh, yikes. Whoa, Bundy. Miss Al Bundy.
Judge Bundy presiding, let's rock.
Let's
That's
rock.
hilarious. Come on, y'all, cast that.
Yeah, but I just feel like that, like, I feel like she could have fit in the car. Like I said, like, because the fact that you said he has a sedan, so that means it was a four door, it wasn't a coupe.
Yeah, because I don't even
You
think
know?
you can even do
No, you
ride.
can't probably do the lift with a coupe, right?
I don't even think you
Probably
can
not.
ride share with coops. I don't think you can. I've never seen one.
Because you're
Every time
trying to,
Every time I've ever taken an Uber, I've never I've never taken Lyft. I've always done Uber, so I don't have any Lyft experiences like yeah.
mhm,
But it's always been sedans or SUVs or
or SUVs.
even minivans I've been in. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never been in a coupe. I don't think you can even do ride shares in a coupe. Yeah, they probably don't allow that. Yeah.
But I just feel like that's just really unfortunate for her because all you want to do is just fit in. Like you want to, like she was just going to just go watch her team play. She just wanted to go. Like I mean, I'm not so football, but I mean I'm a basketball person. So if I wanted to go see my Bulls, a watch party for the Bulls, it's like, and then somebody like, oh, you too big, you not getting in my car. It's like what? Like that's kind of jerkish. It's kind of mean, but
But they are independent
I said,
contractors.
but they are independent contractors. That's why I say it's dicey. It's very
A
dicey.
guy did cancel a ride. She posted a video like of the because I guess she was recorded once when the incident started. She
Once you start
started
going left here.
yeah she did post a guy. I was like yeah he told her to call an Uber XL too. So like that he's like yeah I can't yeah you should have ordered an Uber XL because I
Oh
can't.
my, that's
Yeah, tell her that shit.
that's
Big we gonna call it big dank take little dank. Yeah, that's what we gonna call it.
but that's kind of cruel just saying that you need to exit. Like that's wow.
You know, it reminded me of the video. Remember, Sheila from Why Did I Get Married on the Plane? It's like
Oh yeah.
that's what it reminded. The video reminded me of that. I thought about Sheila when the guy said, "Hey, like she's taking up my part of us," and they made her get off the plane and shit. That's, I was like, this
Hmm.
is giving Sheila from Why Did I Get Married vibes.
That's unfortunate. I feel bad for her with that. I do.
Maybe she can turn some lemons into lemonade. Like if her music is fire, I definitely will like use it to like promote my music.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely use this to like get your name. Now that people know who you are, I use this moment to like yeah,
Yeah,
go up off of that shit. Yeah.
exactly.
Like you probably gonna have people in your corner. Like yeah, it might be like yeah, some other like some like
Lizzo would definitely be in your corner.
um Like Cardi B is about women empowerment. It's like Cardi,
Mhm.
like she does features for everybody. Cardi B
Mhm.
might do a feature on your album or something
Mhm.
like that.
Meg.
Yeah,
Meg is a girl's girl.
yeah.
Glow might do it. Glorilla.
So like maybe you could turn this into
But
something.
they seem like girls, you know.
That was my response. I'm like, there are independent contracts. It's unfortunate, but yeah, if it's your personal car, like you do have a
But
right.
it's a right way and a wrong way to like you don't have to be crass when you get like a lot of people just lack decorum and a lot of people lack tact. That it was tactless. That's why it was just very tactless. It was. A lot of people lack that.
Yeah,
Like you can express yourself without being a jerk. You know what I mean?
out here.
You don't have to be a jerk to do things. You don't.
I think on that note, we should wrap up. Not another damn podcast.
Yay.
Definitely appreciate your support in episode 398. If you want to support us further, you know what to do. Give us a like. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. I'm talking Apple Podcast, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, YouTube, your Amazon Alexa devices, and you can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, TikTok, and X, Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well.
And you can check me out, MSIMA8626 on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Also, SCR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page and check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.